But ladies and gentlemen, this is the Frontier Truck Tour. This is the Mr. Mobile 135 from Atlanta. And as the field heads down the back straightaway into turn 3, Hunter East leads over Aiden Gould. Douglas Henry in the 3rd spot. Derek Stanley 4th, Robert Keach Jr. in 5th. He has Derek Stanley to his outside now, trying to take away that position. We even got guys 3 wide throughout the field. We're getting racy here. Your first handful of laps in Atlanta, even in the Legacy version, you can run just about wide open. But it's all about those guys who put that truck in position to save tire right now. Hunter East out front, Aiden Gould in 2nd. That Douglas Henry driver in the 66 is into 3rd. Derek Stanley 4th, Robert Keach Jr. 5th. And here comes Aiden Gould along the top side. He's looking for the lead over Hunter East. Derek Stanley in 3rd, Robert Keach Jr. in 4th. Hunter East has already dropped back to 5th. Your pole sitter electing to go for tire saving over track position as he pounds the outside line around Aiden Gould. Off of turn number 2, Douglas Henry clears into the lead here in Legacy Atlanta. Now, Douglas Henry, Aiden Gould, Derek Stanley, Hunter East, Pete Tart. Hunter made quick work of Pop-Tart Pete, and he's now to the inside of Derek Stanley. Aiden will have to jump back in line. Here comes Hunter East up the inside. Gould will drive it back down to the bottom. Not quite on the left rear. Doug back in line. I think East is about to make a move here. He looks to the inside of Aiden Gould. I think you saved tire correctly. Is it too early in the run for him to be making the moves back up to the lead? Is a driver like Robert Keach Jr. or Matt Vordron saving a little bit better tire? They're just in that next pack behind. Seems to be running single file confidently. He's qualified on pole, let himself drop, ran the bottom all the way around. And Hunter East will re-clear Douglas Henry at the line. Hunter East back to the lead, saved some good tire. But who has saved better? You can see Hunter can just drive it down to the bottom on board with your pole sitter, who now has the lead. Biggest mover right now, Matthew Leggat did not. We're getting a qualifying start. Oh my gosh, we just missed it. Aiden Gould wrecking. Pete's hurt involved. We just had to flick away to go focus on your 2-time defending champion, and we have a wreck between Hunter East and Aiden Gould. Let's take a look at the replay. And we're going to watch all the way through turns 1 and 2. Where does it start? Looks like Aiden Gould might even try to close off that gap down low. He does not quite. Pete coming up off the exit. He's coming up, makes contact with the 8 truck that gets Aiden Gould sideways. Look at this drive and a Derek Stanley. Actually, he does get into into Pete Tart. Minimal damage for the 76. And that's going to bring out your first caution of tonight, which means it'll bring the field down to pit road for the restart. Coming to 60 to go. Mr. Mobile 135 is back underway in Atlanta. Good launch for Hunter East. Douglas Henry to the outside, and I think Hunter gets a really good drive off on the middle compared to other guys on the restarts. He needs to worry about it like a bottom line forming, like it's a super speedway. Guys getting nose to tail. You can see Gordon Spain in the mix, Brett Murphy, Matthew Leggat in the 4 truck, but Hunter East leads. And I think we're about to start dogging. Guys are getting really aggressive. We're 3 wide right now. On board with G. Spain to the right rear. The 99 of Wesley Kuznov. And we got a battle for the lead at the moment. Douglas Henry up top. He's trying to use that line again to get the track position. Will Hunter East allow himself to fade back again? Meanwhile, Douglas Henry is taking the lead using that top line. Gordon Spain in second. Hunter East third. Kevin Feebster fourth. Mike LaJoy fifth. Oh, and there's more contact. G-Spain, Hunter East, I believe, just doored each other. 3 wide down the back straightaway. It's not over. R sideways in the back. That was the 99 of Wesley Kuznov. He hangs on to it. Door to door for the lead. Hunter East watches Matthew Legette shoot himself to the front using that bottom line. Has the tires finally fallen off of Douglas Henry's 66 truck. Hunter went ahead and said, you know what, I'm going to go for it. Let's try to grab this spot. He stays to the bottom. Let's check the rotation on exit here. On board with Hunter East. And he might even get alongside Matthew Legette. Not quite. Did he make it fit in front of Douglas Henry? Yes, he did. I saw a wiggle. I thought he was about to get turned, but he clears Douglas Henry. And now Hunter East is working on Matthew Legette. Big move to the bottom. Hunter East let that time by. Hunter East back to the lead in Atlanta. Matt will answer. Ships it up the inside. Is it a slide job? He'll clear the one. Crossover. And now we're dirt racing at a track where it gets slick once you wear out these tires. Here comes Douglas Henry. He's to the rear bumper of Hunter. He'll push him out. Gets in front of Matt. That's dirty air on the nose of the 4. So Hunter East gets away with first. Douglas Henry back in a second. Matthew Legette falls back to third. Stephen James fourth. G-Spain back in a fifth. Got around Mike LaJoy. Here comes Matthew Legette. He will enter pit road. He's the first of the leaders to do so. And Stephen James will join him. Both those guys enter pit road pretty cleanly. I think Stephen saw Matt going down and says, you know what, I will follow. And here comes Hunter East. Douglas Henry will follow. Doug tries to close the gap. They're entering just about how they were running on track. Hunter East will have the number 1 pit stall. Doug did not get the greatest qualifying effort. I believe he'll be somewhere around that 5th spot. Well, actually, it looks like he's qualified in the 4th spot. So now we sit on pit road exit. We got the big old pace truck on our way, but we'll still be able to see Hunter East here. He has that first pit stall. There goes the 71. There goes Hunter East exiting with Douglas Henry. Doug gives him a bump on exit. And it's a drag race now around turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Matthew Legette just passed. He's your relative leader. His tires, 3 laps older. That means something at a track like this. Douglas Henry is trying to follow Hunter East right now through this traffic. Got some lap down guys like the 51 and the 8. Of course, Aiden Gould involved in the first caution, the only caution so far tonight. Doug has a little bit of a ground to make up on Hunter East, who's now on the tailgate of Mike LaJoy for that 3rd spot. Overall gap from Hunter East to Matthew Legette, your leader, under 1.5 seconds. Douglas Henry right now, is he trying to save tire? Has he entered save mode? No, he's entering on the top. Well, he does lift early, lets it drive to the bottom. Doug has just might have went, okay, I lost that battle I had with Hunter. He was able to get some cars out in front of me. I spent more time getting around lap traffic. I'm now going to go into save mode and get him on the end. By the way, all of these drivers made their final pit stop, so unless we have a yellow come out, we are racing to the checkered. Is Doug saving tire right now, hoping to make a charge at the end? A very late apex here through 3 and 4. I'd rather enter on the bottom, but he believes this might be the best for him. You can even see the 71 truck of Mark Sutton, who, yes, is a lap down, a different strategy. He pit at a different time because of his own incidents, but is catching him nonetheless. Hunter East, we just missed it, made the pass for the lead over Matthew Legat. Matt could not even put up a fight. The difference in tires, only 2 laps. And if we stay green, I like the odds of Hunter East. His gap to Douglas Henry. 3, no way, I just spoke that into existence. We don't stay green. Spencer Burton's second incident of the night. This time it'll come on the racing surface. Around and wrecked right in front of the flag stand. Let's take a look at the replay. What happened to Spencer Burton? Be ready for the 51 truck. Oh, off a turn 4, all by himself, nose into the wall. Let's go on board. Well, that's not on board. Let's try that again. He's going to throttle back up. Where does it go wrong? I'm going to guess the truck snaps loose. I mean, he's exiting way too low, too. All by himself for Burton. Unfortunate for him. Had his own incident entering pit road. Was already a lap down outside the top 20. And not the way he wanted to spend his return to Frontier. Hunter East will lead them to the restart zone. We're back racing at Atlanta. Trucks all over the place and even a wreck in the back. We got trucks spinning through the grass. And it appears we've stayed green through it all. The truck spin down to the grass. Involved was Jaden Alexander. I think Brody Cummings, Casey Ellis. Maybe even Robert Keach Jr., but it doesn't matter. Race control says off the racing surface, we keep it green. Matthew Legat in the middle, trying to get around Hunter East. Hunter East still running the bottom line at the flag stand. Douglas Henry is already passing Stephen James. He got around Mike LaJoie. Again, 2-lap fresher tires will make the difference. Hunter East still leads. Matthew Legat in first. Here comes Douglas Henry. He's looking up the inside and hope that he can slow down Hunter East so Legat can get back in the picture. Dug up the inside. He thinks he saved tire a bit better than Hunter East with that little green flag run. He'll clear Matthew Legat. Matt, will he cross over? No, he stays in line. Hunter East leads. White flag, 1 more lap to go here at Atlanta. What will Douglas Henry do to get to that lead? He had the 10th gained. He lost it again. This time he drives it up to the top. It's going to be a diamond off the top line. What kind of exit will we see? He keeps it off the fence. So does Hunter East. Down the back straightaway. Final time through turns 3 and 4. Doug is there. He can't get to the bumper of Hunter East. It was a nice try. One heck of a drive. The winner of the Mr. Mobile 135 will be Hunter East.
Go, Hunter. Good race.
Dude, I'll take a fucking P8, dude.
Oh, holy shit, let's go! Let's go, baby, finally!
Oh my god. Good win, Hunter. Good win.
Holy moly!
And he's going to drift it all the way down the front straightaway and brings it to a stop. Hunter East back in victory lane. Did you expect it to take you this long, man? Everything you've had to battle, the technical problems, just not being the quickest guy where people slated you to be. What about that finish, man? Were you worried about Doug at all?
Yeah, I saw him coming. I knew he probably would have saved this stuff on that last run, hope for a caution, which he got. And he was coming quick. I knew he was going to try something going to 3, so my plan was to get as far away as possible out of 2, but he got the better run because he is a good driver. And, yeah, he tried a shot. I don't blame him for it. It's racing. To be honest, I would have done the same thing. But he luckily missed, and we came home away with the fucking W, baby.
Hunter, not only did you come away with a W, you're coming home with $50 richer, brought to you by Mr. Mobile Solutions. Talk about what it means to win a sponsored race at Frontier. Of course, personal friend Matthew Legat's own series he puts up.
Yeah, it's awesome. The sponsor race, you know, bigger bigger atmosphere, I'd like to say. Bigger, just, yeah. I don't know the right words. But yeah, always fun. $50 is, I'm just going to put it back in the league. I don't really need it. So I'll just tell Matt to put the 50 back in the league and continue to up the prize pool for whatever he wants to up it for.
Hunter East gets the win, puts the money back in the prize pool, but don't worry. You asked for Femboys and Victory Lane if you did get the win, and we brought them to you. Congratulations, buddy. You'll go home with something tonight.
Yeah, let's go.